Hello.
Good morning. So, Dr. Golden, when holiday season arrives, how difficult is it to stay on track when you're trying to lose weight?
It is much more difficult when our hunger hormone is higher, like it is in obesity, to walk away from all of these sugary, savory foods that seem to surround us this time of year. One of my favorite strategies for my patients to avoid overeating is don't go to a party or an event with lots of food when you're hungry. Have a protein snack and a large glass of water before attending. This not only helps us feel full, but it decreases our hunger hormone for quite a bit of time.
Doctor, what is the emotional eating? What is that all about? And how is it different from physical hunger?
So, physical or homeostatic hunger is when the brain recognizes that we actually need fuel for the body's basic biologic needs. But we all know that sometimes we eat even when we aren't hungry. And often this is because of emotions. We're sad, we're angry, we're lonely. And we do this because foods, especially those with sugar in them, actually cause transmitters in the brain to be released that make the emotions seem to lessen a little bit. Of course, it doesn't last very long. And it can actually end up leading to craving those foods in order to increase those transmitters.
Doctor, what are some strategies and treatments to help treat obesity?
Well, the treatment of obesity has basic pillars, which include changing what and how we eat and increasing physical activity. Poor sleep and increased stress also increase eating. So it's important to be getting a good night's sleep and doing some type of daily stress reduction, maybe 2 minutes of gratitude journaling. There are also medications that help treat the chronic disease of obesity by changing those hormones that control eating. It's one of the reasons that we partnered with Curx to bring these messages to your audience. There are numerous medications available, and one size does not fit all. So I encourage everyone, if they have a concern about obesity, to really talk to their own healthcare provider to get an individualized plan for their treatment journey.
Janet, tell us about your struggles with weight and your journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I struggled my entire life with my weight management and with overeating. And I was the classic emotional eater. I would get stressed or anxious or nervous, and I immediately crave food. And I would reach for my favorite snack, and I would eat until I felt better. And being a busy mom and wife and working, through the years, that just became very habitual. When I hit my mid-50s, I was severely overweight. I was totally out of shape. I could barely get up off the couch. And I was desperate and I felt hopeless. I had tried so many things, so many diets, so many workout plans, and nothing really seemed to work for me. So I went in to see my nurse practitioner for my annual visit. And I was expecting to hear from her what I had heard from healthcare providers for years, which was, you need to eat right and exercise. Well, I knew that, and, it hadn't helped me. But my nurse practitioner asked me, why do you eat and how do you eat? And those two questions started a conversation about my relationship with food. And I totally related to how I needed to address that relationship with food to have sustainable weight loss. Now, my experience is going to vary from other people. No weight loss journey is the same. But within weeks, I've taking a medication she prescribed called Contrave. I was able to notice my cravings. I was able to understand why I was having those cravings and switch my behavior to something more healthy. And also, I was starting to feel full, which is a sensation I probably had not felt in my whole life. And I was able to stop eating rather than overeating. Now, flash forward 9 months, and I had lost all of the weight I had hoped to lose. I was much more physically active. I felt fantastic. And by sticking with the medication and with my new relationship with food and my overall change in habits and adding more movement and exercise into my lifestyle, I've maintained that weight loss for now 2 years. And I'm happier and healthier than I've ever been.
And what kind of weight loss are we talking about?
Yeah, well, things, results vary person to person. It is a very individual journey, but I lost a third of my overall weight. It was a difference that has been incredibly noticeable, and it has helped propel me into being able to be so much more fit and so much more healthy.
And can you say how many pounds that was?
Now, results are going to vary, but it is over 100 pounds.
What other advice do you have for someone trying to manage their weight over the holiday season?
Yeah, it is hard, especially, for moms, the picking the presents, the packing the presents, the making the meals, the organizing the social schedule. It's a tough time of year, but I stick with 3 things that I tell myself on a daily basis. And the first is I can enjoy delicious food. There's no food that's off limits. There's no food that I need to restrict. But I mostly eat plants and protein, and I only eat until I'm full. So when I go to that buffet and I see all that delicious food, I load up my plate with the roasted veggies, with the leafy green salad, with delicious proteins. But I do leave space on my plate to sample the mac and cheese or to have some dessert, so that I can still enjoy the gathering and enjoy the celebration with everyone else. But I can still maintain my happy, healthy relationship with food. And maintain my weight through what can be a couple of tough weeks.
Doctor, where can people go to learn more information about all of this?
So Contrave.com is an evidence-based website, so people are going to know they're getting good science when they go there. And it has great tips about how to approach what's happening if you're treating obesity. But I think one of my favorite parts of the site is also the fact that you can find a healthcare provider that's near you if you don't already have one that you have as a good partnership to help you on your journey, a personal journey for better health.
Thank you both so much. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.